Hello, hello. How you doing, folks? Yeah, you just saw I did survive cancer, and if anyone else has been through this, you know, chemo affects your brain a little bit, deletes things, makes you forget really important things like don't get married again. Third time. And you do really forget things. Like I'll walk into a room with my wife and I'll forget her name. Like not for a long time, for like 10 seconds. And people don't go, oh, the poor guy must have had chemotherapy. They go, wow, what a jerk, he forgot his wife's name. And it's not like I really forgot her name. It's just that I'm scrolling through the names of my first two wives to get to the right name. Because if you forget your wife's name, you're a jerk. But if you call your third wife your second wife's name, you're really in trouble. So, so just a question just for the ladies, though. Are you all crazy or just the three that I married? You're all crazy. One honest woman. Your wife say things to you that there's no answer to and then get mad at you for not answering? How many guys, you watching a movie, a football game, you hear from the kitchen, honey? See? Every guy in the room knows what that noise means. Oh, man, I thought she left already. Every muscle from your neck up gives out. You can't even form a word with your lips. Honey! The ice cream is really hard. Sorry. Then for 10 minutes you hear this from the kitchen. Lousy bum don't care about anything I got to do. Get up and get your own damn ice cream. Doing this for you. You don't even care. But God forbid you're sitting together and she says, I'll get us some ice cream, dear. And you say, better let me do it, sweetheart. Women aren't strong enough to scoop it out of the carton. Then you get a nice pick right in the forehead. How long you been married? He's afraid to answer. You ever ask a guy how long you been married? 6 years. 7, you jerk! Because women don't realize saying less years is actually a compliment. If you ask the same guy how long you been married and he went, I don't know, 40, 50 years, it gotta be. That would be insulting. How many guys you wish once in a while, just for a minute, your wife could be a guy? All right, let me explain. I'm driving with my wife, ex number 2, in California, and we come up over the mountains. I said, look, honey, this is the Antelope Valley. She said, antelope? That's like a deer, right? I said, yeah, an antelope is like a deer. Then how come cantaloupe is a fruit? You understand what I'm saying now? Because if I said that to a guy, most likely his response would be, what are you, a moron? But it's your wife. That's a good question, honey. We'll look that up. Went to Niagara Falls one day. Ever been to Niagara Falls? There's a big canyon. You take an elevator down to a boat. You get in the boat, the Maid of the Mist. It goes right up to the falls, like right up to the falls. There's like 1 billion gallons a second coming over. The mist from the falls feels like a torrential downpour. One time, there was more water. Donald Trump was there. There was more water than anyone's ever seen in the history of Niagara Falls. So we take the boat back. We get in the elevator. We go up. We're in the car. We're leaving. My wife looks at the beautiful, peaceful lake at the top of Niagara Falls and says to me, I wonder why they don't let you swim in there. I'm not in any rush to get anywhere. I'll grab a towel at the gift shop. I'll meet you down below. This one's the right one, though. She bought me a house. All right, it's in New Hampshire, but still, she bought me a house. I almost couldn't move to New Hampshire because I couldn't afford to have 2 crappy cars constantly for sale on my lawn. But I grew up in the city. I'm a city boy. I'm not used to this stuff. I'm in my backyard and my neighbor goes, hey, do you smell that? I go, yeah, New Hampshire, huh? He goes, that's not New Hampshire. You need to call the poop professor. That's a real person. Look him up, the poop professor. He's the best at what he does. He comes to my house, he got a big stick with a weight, he jams it into the ground in my yard. Thump, thump, kink, there it is. What's that? Your septic tank. He's like Indiana Jones. He moves a bunch of dirt around, opens up a hatch. What's inside? The Ark of the Covenant. No. Everything anyone has ever flushed since 1972 is 8 feet from my back door. Why are we saving this? What year is it in New Hampshire? My parents bought a house in East Boston in 1954 for $4,000. You used the toilet, you flushed it, went to Winthrop. 2019 in New Hampshire, it goes from me to that guy. He goes, that's just a solid. The liquid goes up over there as a pump, spreads it out into your leaching field. That sounds cool, like there's these really smart bugs that suck up all your urine and bring it to Vermont. They call it Lake Champlain. That's French for the pee of the people from New Hampshire.